Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Chris Burns Outdoors. Today I want to talk a little bit about when is it time to move up to the next level. Mainly talking Bfl'S, Phoenix Bass, Phoenix Bass League. I had a couple comments there about people asking, so I thought I'd just do a follow up. And this is what it was for me. I don't know. This is my thoughts. Just trying to possibly help some guys out that are thinking about it, are on the bubble. Maybe a couple little tips here might help you out. But one of the first things is be able to operate your boat and run your boat. That's a big one, guys. You're dealing with, you go at a club level, you're maybe talking 15, 30 boats at the most. When you get into the Bfl'S, you're looking at anywhere from 100 to 200 boats. And the boat traffic after you launch is real tight. And then getting your boat to the ramp, backing your truck up, having all those things go on could be a little stressful. And if you're not real good at it, it'll really stress you out. So that's one of my first things is being able to operate your boat and be safe with your boat and know how to effectively back your boat into the water and to be able to operate your boat, maneuver your boat around several boats before takeoff, and then even at takeoff, they're calling numbers out, and it's like within 5 seconds, boats are going, boats are flying by you. You might be passing boats. There's wakes, so be able to operate and run your boat properly. That's rule number one. Rule number two: have a dependable boat. And these aren't rules, guys. There again, I shouldn't say rules. I should probably say points. Point number two is have a dependable boat. You're paying a couple $100 to fish these, and you have a co-angler that's paid $100, and a lot of times you might be traveling or something like that. So you want to have a dependable boat, something that's not going to break down and ruin the day of the co-angler or even your day for that matter. Point number three, be able to afford it. I see that a lot. I see a lot of guys, fish these tournaments, and the club level is usually pretty good. It's $40 normally or whatever, not even sometimes. You can go ahead and fish a rodeo, or $40 you can jump on and fish the whole day, and usually you can split that with a partner or something like that. But when you get into the Bfl'S, there's a video I did not long ago that talks about the cost of it. It's expensive, guys, and you don't want to go broke if you got families and all that good stuff. Stay at that club level. It's fun, but when you move up to the Bfl'S, it's definitely another bigger expense, and it runs roughly $5,000, for the year. So make sure that you can afford it. Point number four, for me personally, it was, when I started winning at the club level or placing at the club level, I thought, I'd like to try the Bfl'S. You're fishing against some of the best guys in the region. That's how the Bfl'S are broke up by regions. So you're fishing around some of the best guys in the area, and that could humble you, to be honest with you. You think you're good, and then you get up to the next level, and it's a whole different, whole nother league of competition. And not to say that the club level isn't good, because I'll tell you what, I fished in some clubs and some of the best sticks around. But if you're striving to go to, move on with your fishing career or something, the Bfl'S is definitely a step up from the club level, and it's something that a lot of pros have done along the way. So it's definitely a stepping stone, and it's something that that would benefit you. So basically, when you start winning or placing in the club level, maybe it's time that you move up. I don't know. That's how I looked at it. There again, all these are my opinions. I know that I don't want to upset anybody or steer anybody the wrong way. These are some of the points that I did, and some of the things that helped push me up to the next level. It's humbled me big time, guys. It's been tough. It's with that many boats and, you know, learning these waters around here. I didn't grow up in this region, so for me that was a whole nother aspect. But I enjoy it, and it fits my schedule. You know, a lot of times the club level tournaments can be 10 to 12 tournaments, even more. But you know, I'm a traveling superintendent, so you know I'm going home every couple weeks, and that's more important to me is to get home. And a lot of times I was finding myself at the club level, you know, with the tournaments and everything, I'm not catching them all. And this is 5 tournaments a year. I can do pretty well planning them out. You know, it works out. Like I said, the schedule works out good for me. It's mostly the springtime and the fall, and then there's no tournaments in the summer, and that kind of really opens it up for, you know, for me and my family to do the summer things that we enjoy too, like camping or fishing as a family, or taking buddies out up north and being able to fish the St. Lawrence and things like that. So the BFL schedule fit for me. Another point is be able to put practice time in. If you fish the BFLs, you just don't want to go show up the day of the tournament and go fishing. Not to say that you can't, guys, but it's always nice to be able to have some time set aside to where you can go out and you can go ahead and put some practice time in. And you know, you remember you have a co-angler, somebody that's paying a lot of money, probably staying in a hotel, or he's teamed up with some buddies. You know, he's traveling for these tournaments, and he picks your number for a boat. You get picked with him. You want to make sure that you've done some homework, make his day somewhat enjoyable, and make sure that you know what, if you put the time in, you don't catch fish, that's one thing, but just to show up there and then have him jump on the boat, have no game plan or anything, to me it wouldn't be worth it to go ahead and fish these unless you can go ahead and put the time in and learn a little bit about the lakes and the areas that you're fishing. The other thing is understand the rules. The rules can be a little bit different. We don't fish the same lake all the time, so you know there's different length limits. There's off-limit areas. There's certain rules with your cell phones that you can do that you can't do. You know, so make sure that you know the rules. And then the last one, and the most important one, is have fun. You know, a lot of us take tournament fishing pretty serious. I know I do. I know the buddies that I travel with do. You know, it's something that we enjoy. We can compete, especially at my age. Being able to compete at something's always fun. So just have a lot of fun doing it. You know, that's the big thing. If you don't have fun, then it ain't worth it. It can be stressful, especially when you're only catching a few fish here or there, especially in East Tennessee in June when everybody knows that it can get super tough. It's real easy to get discouraged. So have a lot of fun doing it. I enjoy these tournaments. Like I said, there's 5 tournaments total. Each tournament's a couple $100, but they you know, we have, this year was one in February, one in April, we've got one in May, one in June, and then we have all July, all of August off, one at the end of September. The whole key is to fish the 5 tournaments, come in the top 45 to 50, and make the regionals, and then you're able to fish for that $60,000. And then if you do well there, you go on to the All-American. So it's a really good setup the way it goes. I mean, there's a chance for you to win a lot of money. Yeah, you pay a lot, but you know, there's that opportunity there to win big, which I like. Whether I do it or not, that's a whole nother ball game. But I just enjoy there's nothing like hooking up to a 3.5 pounder, 4 pounder on tournament morning, and that adrenaline running through your blood. So anyway, just to reiterate, be sure you can run your boat, have a dependable boat, be able to afford it. That's key. If you win or start placing at the club level, having time to practice and putting time in, understanding the rules, and last but not least, make sure you have fun, because that's what it is all about. So anyway, I just thought I'd do a quick video on this, guys. Like I said, this is all this is just my opinion. So I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I've got another video that breaks down the cost of what it cost me per tournament. Check that video out, kind of give you a little bit more insight. And then there's also some, I put something on there, the do's and the don'ts for co-anglers. Maybe that will help you guys out there if you're in the co-angler side and you want to move up. So anyway, I've got another video coming out, guys. I'm getting ready to do this this fishing shed, so to speak, but I'll talk a little bit more about that here later. But that should be coming in on Wednesday, and I'll have a video of that, how I'm going to organize all my fishing gear and that thing. So anyway, everybody have a great day. Get out, take them young kids fishing, and hey, if you feel like you got it, jump up to these Bfl'S, man. You'll have a blast. Out.